Hello again, folks. I wanted to go over the mod queue again to kind of give an idea of what reviewing the reports is like. So we see here, there's not a whole lot right now, but we'll just take it one at a time here. So there's been this new post about academic left-wing bias lately, and Googly Elmo got reported for no trolling, brigading, or bad faith content. So let's see what he wrote. Universities are filled with whores, interesting spelling, and lefty soy boys can only get laid when there are plenty of whores around. Antifa sissies are thus super delighted to discover all the round-heeled thoughts teeming around the university campus and decide to become professors and stay there forever. If we cleaned all the whores out of the university system, poof, no more lefty soy boys. Put all them whores in the zoo and it'll draw all the pathetic lefty wannabe manlet babies there instead. Yay. Tell you what, it's hard to imagine what he might actually be thinking here, but it's definitely not contributing to the discussion, which, if you look down here, is still a rule. So usually what I do then is just remove the content, and then I just remove the don't call me a bastion, you retread. I don't know. Fuck, I don't care. Stupid. Anyway. Next. So I'll kind of do this because new Reddit has more useful tools than old Reddit for moderating, so I don't use old Reddit anymore. But new Reddit is also very buggy because, like I said, it has all that extra code, and so like it's very easy for things to get. So I try to keep this report page up and then do the different reports in a separate tab. This is not good trolling. The art of trolling is for the victim not to know they are being trolled. Keep practicing. Uh-oh. That's not good. Let's take a look at the exchange here. If you're unwilling to engage in some discussion, that too is on you. Be well. The comment section is full of me engaging in the discussion. I'm just not prepared to re-explain my position that I already laid out in my OP. Is it my problem to chase down all your arguments? You shouldn't have replied to begin with if you're disinterested in following through. This is not good trolling. The art of trolling is for the victim not to know they are being trolled. Keep practicing. Because you don't want to engage with me, I'm trolling. Crickets. Okay, So you shouldn't call people trolls. Public callouts like that are not good. If someone's trolling, you report them. I mean, if someone's really trolling, we got rule 4 for that. Calling people out just leads to stuff like this. There's no value in it. So, it is a personal attack. I do think more entropy should be. Here's what I think. They should be willing to maybe just look at the other comments where they're explaining this if he doesn't want to re-explain it, or he could at least link it or just copy and paste what he wrote here. There's a failure to communicate between them. I think in these comments, I don't think that's necessarily against the rules, but it doesn't look good. That kind of thing could maybe be evidence of a rule violation farther down the road. So I don't think more entropy is great here, but we don't have a rule against every necessarily bad behavior. And if I can't think of, well, what's the rule violation, I'm not going to do anything about it. So in Shipman's hat, it's going to get a strike, so, whoops. So we want to pull up the discipline tracker, where I keep track of pretty much everyone that we disciplined. As you can see here, it has gotten quite large, because it's getting close to 2 years old now, and the sub keeps growing. So here we are now. So what I'm going to do is, what I normally do is just make sure I haven't given him a strike before, because it is hard to remember over 700 people's names. I have not. So, strike 1 for personal attack. Hit reply. Go ahead and approve it so that the offending remark is visible to the public. If people don't understand sometimes why I keep the comments. Originally, we would remove offending content and just reply to it, and then we're replying to a hidden comment for a rule violation. And a lot of users began requesting that we actually keep these visible. And after enough people requested it, I mean, several dozen people requested this over time, we decided to keep them visible. So the purpose here is to let you know what the wrong thing is that was done. All right. Then I'm going to take the URL, put it here under the strike one column, so that we know that's what strike one is if we ever need. I've never really needed to go back and reference this, except for like just in my own personal train of thought. And then do the ban user, short attack. Strike one is currently 7 days. And we do that. So he's going to get 2 notifications. The ban notification and then the reply to this. So the ban notification just tells him strike one is the comment reply, specifies which comment is strike one. And that's how he'll know when, how, and why he was banned. So yeah, that one is done. Next one. Here we go. So this guy got reported for not applying principle of charity. Let's see, this guy had written, the comment is deleted, so we don't see everything. Maybe 40 years ago, yeah, now most universities host something more similar to ideological cult or religion. Proof of change happening 40 years ago, proof that it's similar to a cult or religion, all of higher education, that is. Being critical of old gender norms is challenging the status quo, so you're wrong. Well, it's kind of hard to tell if he's not applying the principle of charity, seeing as how we don't see his comment, so it doesn't look like a clear example of that either. I mean, some could still very clearly look like that without the additional context to sort of build the picture there. So I'm just going to prove it and move on because it's just inconclusive for me. Okay, so Joe Sousa, or however you say his name, this guy gets reported a lot, and often there's no report reason. And so I don't know why it's getting reported, and I can't ever really see much wrong other than he's disagreeable. So he wrote, agnostic atheist? I find the term I assume he meant to write be contradictory. You can't at the same time defend something doesn't exist, and that the thing that doesn't exist is impossible to know or understand. I mean, the guy's just making a point here. Why did he get reported? Is there any others down here? No? Okay. Looks like he got reported again. Let's see. It means you can remove someone for saying we should exterminate the blank minority because that is their political belief, then I think it is a bad law. If society has determined that it is so bad, why is it illegal? I don't know why he's being reported here. He's just asking a question. Now, some people may have seen some of my discussions with him, and I've had basically laid my cards on the table saying that I often do think he's too argumentative, but it's not against the rules to be argumentative. And so I'm not going to punish him for that. If he has gotten a strike before, which I believe he has, then it's been for something that was actually like I could clearly identify here. But he gets reported a lot. They're usually things like that, and I don't know why people mash the report button like it's a candy dispenser or something. But just reporting someone online isn't going to get us to crack down on them. It's not like sheer volume will eventually mess up. Like we know what a rule violation is and isn't. So here, just refresh real quick if I can go there. Looks like it is done. So that's all of today's reports.